Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Hey, let's go talk with Adam on 5. He's out of Evansville, Indiana. Hey, Adam, thanks for calling in. What's going on?
Well, I figured I could share a little story about it's a range report. I had a couple of friends come visit from Germany over this past summer, and they both knew that I had a lot of guns. I was an instructor, and they asked, would we be able to go shooting? And so I said, well, sure. So I took them to our local club, and they were both terrified. It was the weirdest thing. They had like a physical, like a fear or recoil from just being around the guns at first. And I got them both comfortable. We did a safety talk. I made sure they all knew where to point it, where not to point it, where not to put your hands. And I started them with a little 22 pistol and then worked up to a 9mm, and they both did okay with those. Then I moved up to a 22 rifle. Then I put them on my SBR with a suppressor. They thought that was great. Put them on a long-range AR. Then we went to the 45-70 lever guns and my sharps. And the most fun they had was with a 50 caliber patch ball muzzleloader, like a Kentucky long rifle.
Right.
And they had a blast.
Did they describe to you what it was they were experiencing or why they were just afraid of being around guns?
Yeah. For them, specifically in Germany, ownership is so regulated over there. I asked them, I said, have any of you ever done any type of sport shooting, go to a club? And they said, we can't. At least for them, it wasn't an option. And whenever I asked a little bit more about that, they said, honestly, in Germany, and they said it wasn't that they disliked guns or anything, and, they just said society as a rule, their opinion, what they're all taught, what everyone believes is that only the government has the right to use force against anyone. And so that's what they've grown up with.
So
and I've known one of these guys
really
for 20 plus years.
So there's no concept of self-defense. It's only the government can use force. So that's why you call the government to come help you.
Yes, and I asked them, and I said, that I understand, because they said, you guys have so many, gun shootings over here. I said, yes. I said, but with us, it's the exact opposite. We feel that it's wrong to only allow the government to have a monopoly on force. And I said, and I think you guys can probably relate to that. And they both said, oh, yes, definitely, because they're well aware of their history.
Yeah, exactly. So what's this about you finding some primers?
Well, later on in the summer, went on a vacation to Colorado with my family to visit some of my wife's family out there. And when we were out there staying with one of her relatives, I noticed in his garage, as we were cleaning some stuff up one day, a lot of reloading stuff just sitting on the shelves. And he had mentioned that one of his uncles, which had passed some time ago, was a precision shooter. And he had a lot of reloading materials. And as I looked, I was seeing a lot of small pistol, small rifle and large rifle and shotgun primers. And I said, Bobby, are you ever going to use these? He goes, no. He goes, I don't even shoot anymore. And I said, well, would you want to sell those? He goes, oh, well, you can have them. And I said, I don't want to take advantage of you. I said, I'm glad to pay you, something for them. I can pay you what they were worth before the craziness started. Right. And so I ended up buying about 6,000 small rifle primers and 4,000 large rifle primers, all for about $400.
Oh, my heavens. Whoa. Well, first of all, good on you for not taking them for free, paying them something for it, and also scoring big, but also for passing that along, because it's a reminder. A lot of us know people who used to do a lot of shooting and don't anymore, and may have a lot of reloading gear, and they may have a lot of components, whether it's primers or powder or bullets or shot or whatever it is, and you might just have the conversation, because if it's just in the garage or in the basement, it's somewhere, and they probably would like to have somebody take them that would use them.
Absolutely.
Well,
and then
good for you.
On a side note, when we were out there in Colorado, we did a lot of hiking up in the mountains and everything, and I made it a point, the one gun I kept with me when we were out there in bear country, I kept my GT25 on me when we were out for our all-day hikes.
Well, good deal. Isn't that a great pistol?
It is fantastic.
It really is. They shoot so well, and they're gorgeous. Thanks for passing that along. Appreciate that. Yeah, the GT25, that's our Gun Talk commemorating 25 years on the air, now 2 years ago, because we're 27 years on the air now. It's a 10 millimeter 1911 commander size, carries really nicely, shoots like crazy, super accurate, and really not a lot of recoil, just the way it's designed. If you're interested in one of those, I think there's still a few available. Durys Guns, Durys, DurysGuns.com. Go check out the GT25 there, because I'm not kidding you, man. When these last ones are gone, we're not making any more. We're done. We're going to move on to whatever the next project is.